Hey there, guys. You're welcome to ABC News Highlights, where your favorite news bearers bring to you the latest news happening around the country. My name is Nana Kwame Brobe.
My name is Golda Abadayi, and on to our first story. So, MP for Domi Kwabenya, Sarah Adwoa Safo, has issued an apology to her party, the New Patriotic Party, and, Ghanaians as a whole. In her video, she's saying that, I think months ago she refused to come to parliament. It was a whole drama on its own, and Ghanaians were upset, calling for her, even resignation from parliament and a whole lot of things. We didn't really hear much from her. It's been a while, but today she has issued an apology and she says she was going through some things in her personal life as well as her family's, and she's sorry to her party and to the public.
Mepɛsɛ mefa akwannya yi so de ɛkyɛw pa kɛseɛ de ma me partyfoɔ, the New Patriotic Party, ne party mpanyinfoɔ. Di kan mampanyin Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, na bedi akyire the Vice President, yɛ maame the Chief of Staff, Honorable Frema Osei Opare, Majority Leader, and the entire leadership of Parliament. Nimianom Mmarahyɛbadwafoɔ Majority Caucus. Mepɛsɛ mefa akwannya yi so ɛpam nyinaa kyɛw. Nnua bi a etwa mu, nneyɛe bi a efiri me hɔ ɛbaayɛ. Sɛ mesrɛ mo sɛ ɛnyɛ nidaho ɛna ɛnyɛ m'adwene mu na mesi me pi sɛ sɛbe mede mo anim bɛtwitwiri fam. Nneɛma bebree na ɛrekɔ so ɛwɔ m'abrabɔ mu ɛne m'abusua mu. Mefa akwannya yi so de Nyankopɔn din srɛ mu nyinaa. The Regional Executive Greater Accra, the Constituency Executives, Chairman Bonsi Eda Anu, the headquarters of New Patriotic Party, the General Secretary, any National Chairman, any Wakamfu Nina, the Pamunina Cho, supporters, sympathizers, Munina Modo Party, no, Namo Domi, Ewa Vishimu Kesie, Ewa Yempesia Nimuno, the Pamunina Cho. Niesi bia momfa me bone enche me se be mpanyifo bu bedi sese wo ba eja ne nan gu ona so a ye twantwene na se be ye pepa ya ba bia Nyankopɔn di sire mu nyina me de Adwoa Safo na che bedwani a igina ho e de ma omanfo a ewo Domi Party Nyankopɔn sire mu nyina.
Why now?
Great question. Is it that someone has advised her, said this could affect her political career, or she's realized that, okay, this is the right thing to do?
Exactly. And also, not to sound insensitive, yes, we cannot control what happens in our own personal lives, but when you are served, you are called to serve the nation. And in any case where a personal life crisis, or for lack of a better word, happenings in your country, in your life, is make you not have the best capacity to serve, what do? You would resign. Making these reasons why you've taken the bold decision. That is what happens everywhere around the world. We've had public servants resign because their own personal life was preventing them from serving the nation to the best capacity and ability. So if you felt those things were that serious, that could take you away from post for that many months, maybe you should have resigned, because I'm a quiet constituent.
Oh yes,
Yes, and for that long, nobody knew anything. There was no explanation. There was nothing. There was nothing like, oh, I know, I'll be back. There was nothing. And after months, you are coming back with an apology, and everything goes back to normal.
Well, I believe the Ghanaians will have a response for her, because given how you're reacting as her constituent, I'm sure that we shall see similar with, the Ghanaians. Do let us know what you think about, her apology, how you feel about it.
Exactly. We're moving on to our next story, and still connected to Adwoa Safo, because that is the father of her children, the aspiring flag bearer of the National Patriotic Party.
Mr.
Kennedy Ejapon, yes, Honorable Kennedy Ejapon, has branded buses, right, and spread them across the length and breadth of this country to provide free transportation to citizens in and around Accra. So yes, if you see any bus that is branded with Kennedy Japon's images, and that predicts a showdown in the coming NPP primaries. Yes, just hop in. And you have people saying, Accra, 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 Accra. So just hop in, know that it will take you to where you're going, but you pay nothing. It's at the cost of nothing but loyalty to.
Nana, I've seen a lot of dialogues on this particular dialogue on this particular thing. Someone is saying so he didn't know that he could do something like that as a Ghanaian and a powerful man, and he's not doing it because he wants people to vote for them. And it was a back and forth. Someone says, "Well, you don't really know what he's done. This is just what you've seen." So, I mean,
why is this just what we've seen?
Great question.
Exactly. If you've done so much and there was need for visibility, we would have seen it. I don't even want to fault him for doing this because that is what politicians do. They campaign. And we all know this in this country. He's a politician at heart. So he is campaigning. And to me, watching from the sidelines, that is a great campaign strategy. For whether you support him or not, whether you want to be loyal to him or not, even though it's not with the intention that you see him as the capable leader to be president or to even lead the NPP into the coming elections. Whether you agree to that, whether you believe that or not, you would benefit. And one time you're going to say, oh yes, I enjoyed the free ride because of Kempo. And it helps him, it helps his brand, it helps his political journey. So personally, I'm quite pleased by the act. But I'm not impressed, I'm pleased by the act because it is nothing but politicking. It is not, to me, some great sense of devotion from a leader. It is just a political man campaigning. That is according to me.
All right. Well, if you happen to, write the past, do let us know what your experience was like.
Yes. Well, you served item 13. Let us know in the comment section.
Yeah, and I want to our next story. So yesterday, a couple of days ago, we had a conversation where we talked about, a blast in Ominikwari in the western region in the Shamar district, where there was an explosion because a company decided that they won't follow the proper procedures and they have cost lives and property. Now there's a shake-up at the Mineral Commission. So the Minerals Commission has reshuffled regional heads following last Sunday's explosion at a quarry site at Shamar. Desmond Boahin, the Western Regional Head for the Minerals Commission, has been transferred to the Eastern Region. Samuel Jabbar, the head of the Ashanti Regional Office, has been transferred from Kumasi to Takoradi to lead the Western Region team. Paul Dawson, the environmental manager at the commission, is now the regional head for the Ashanti region. A source at the commission says that various district heads may also be reshuffled. And now they're saying that George Diewu, who is the Western Regional Head of the Environmental Protection Agency, has also been transferred from the region days after the Adwoa Safo explosion that killed a number of people. So, question, what is the reshuffling supposed to do? It's not like they are being fired because they didn't do their jobs. They are being reshuffled into another position. Is there accountability? What's happening?
That is a very important question to ask. What is the point of it? If the reshuffling is not due diligence, not something that you do every time, and you're doing it just because of this activity or this happening, then people would assume that people that weren't doing their jobs will be taken away.
But they're not. They're being put in, another position. So it's like, okay, you're not responsible for what happened.
Let's only change your station. Go and be irresponsible somewhere else. that's the question that people are asking. What is the point of it? Unless it is due process, it is something that you do and it just happens to coincidentally
coincide with what is happening in the moment.
But if it was surely and mean because of the explosion, then I think
I don't believe that this is the solution.
You tell us, guys, you believe this is the solution to the problem. We are moving on to our next story, one that has become quite problematic. So I think most Ghanaian households will have the very popular local cookware that is saying. So a groundbreaking study spanning 4 regions in Ghana has unveiled alarming levels of lead contamination in the widely used metal cookware known as Dadison, conducted by the environmental NGO Pure Earth Blacksmith Initiative. The Global Rapid Market Screening Study is the largest of its kind, shedding light on the distressing prevalence of lead in consumer goods and food originating from low and middle income countries with potentially far reaching global implications. This study findings are deeply concerning. So that Adesanya has 55% of tested samples that contained crazy levels of lead. And then there was also ceramic cookware, which had 18% of samples that showed lead contamination. But the metal cookware showed the highest number of lead contamination. Kano or pan fufu, basically.
Yeah.
Kano or pan fufu. So yes, guys, if you own one, we understand it's more economically safe. That's the whole point of the research. We focuses on middle income and low income homes, but then I think we should do better.
It's detrimental to the health if you think about it from it's just for middle income family.
Exactly. But I think we should do better. But I don't also know what the institutions or state institutions particularly are going to do about this, knowing that they are harmful. Will there be
a ban on it?
A ban of to stop its production? Yeah. But we don't know. We let us know what you think is the way forward, because you can't say that everybody should throw theirs away. That's all that people have.
Yeah. Let us know what you think concerning all the stories that we've talked about today. This has been ABC News Highlights. My name is Golda Abatai.
And my name is Nana Kwame Bobe. Do log on to abcnewsgh.com for your latest news in governance, sports, and politics. Also on our social media platforms, hit the follow button. It is ABC News _.
See you.
See you.